time for SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com with your hosts, Stuttering Craig.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
And Handsome Tom.
You want to die with a man's gun.
Also with Jocelyn the Intern.
Swing, swing.
And producer Andy.
Don't be jealous, but I've been chatting online with babes all day.
And now broadcasting from the world's Screw Attack headquarters in Dallas, Texas, it's the SideScrollers.
Welcome on out to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. What is going on? I am Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Handsome Tom.
And that is it tonight. It is just me and Tom. No Jocelyn, no producer Andy. Because it is early in the morning, and we want to bring you guys some incredible radio tonight. Because we have...
it's late night edition?
What's that?
It's late night edition tonight?
Maybe. Why is that, Handsome Tom? Why are we recording right now?
I don't know.
Why don't you tell them about a few drinks you had tonight?
That's pretty inappropriate, man. What are you trying to do to me?
I just want to fill the G1s in on exactly why we're recording tonight.
Well, let's see. We got a great interview with Morgan Webb.
Shut up. Why are you drunk?
I hung out with a girlfriend's uncle, and he gave me something that I have no idea what it was. And I don't know.
So you're trying to act professional now and get on the radio?
Yes, sir.
That's good. All right, so coming up on today's show, we have got a bunch of good stuff. We've got that Morgan Webb interview we've been talking about. We had that mysterious letter dropped off on the doorstep, Handsome Tom. We had the letter. We have no idea what it's from. It's almost like threatening us to stop the Toad steroid scandal. What's up with that?
I hope it's a kick-ass letter from Princess Peach. Is Princess Peach to send us the letter or what?
We don't know. That's the thing. It was on Princess Peach letterhead, like it was in Super Mario 3. We don't know exactly what it was from, though, because we can't presume because there was no signature on it. But we'll get to that a little bit later. But coming up next, we got our little E3 preview. Not so much the preview, more so what we're looking forward to. Because, what's E3 without our opinions on it, right?
You're damn right.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
It's your show, Handsome Tom. I'm just going to run with it right now, buddy.
All right, sweet. So coming up next, we're talking about what we're looking forward to E3, or are we talking about Princess Peach interview?
E3.
E3 it is.
That's right. Coming up next on SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com.
No, not that promo again. Thank gosh. Hey guys, it's Stuttering Craig. Guess what? We got E3 right around the corner. What's that mean to you? Well, that means you get daily shows, including all the news, and of course, interviews from people you actually care about. We're not going to get you the developer from Mary-Kate and Ashley Go to School. I promise you that. But the big thing is, we're supplying daily video updates straight from E3, which means whatever we see, you're going to see. Which is why, well, we're here to make you guys happy.
Blue, you're my boy! Thank you, sir.
You're listening to America's favorite podcast, SideScrollers.
Welcome back to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. This is Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
I'm a little inebriated this evening, but that's okay. All right, so it's time to keep going with a little E3 talk, Handsome Tom. Let us remind you that... What's that?
You love it. You're like, hey, all right, whatever. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
We're talking about E3 and the E3 coming up. That's the big show. We're going to be there in LA every day. We're going to be covering with full video. We got a staff of 8 going out there. We're going to have video, pictures. We'll have our daily podcast while we're out there, SideScrollers. So lots of good stuff.
Man, I can't wait. We got tons of stuff going on, and I really want to see what's coming out next.
Well, what are you looking forward to, though, as far as Nintendo? Like for Nintendo, okay, we're going to the press conference. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I guess how the controller handles, because we know Nintendo games are, entertaining in general. But if we can, play baseball and swing the controller, that's the bomb.
That's and there's rumors about it being like just absolutely 100% touch sensitive, like even the little rope that's going to be attached to the controller.
Well, the only concern I have is, is it going to break on us? You think after a few swings we might accidentally drop it and the gyroscope that's inside of there? I mean, how solid is the product? Yeah.
Good language. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But and you think about gimmick controllers. It's in the past a lot of gimmick controllers haven't really worked, and this is kind of like a gimmick controller that's going with an entire system. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's a smash or it just absolutely falls on its face.
Well, that's a good call. I mean, the 3DO tried the same thing with a wireless, kind of like a remote control controller, but this one, I guess, with the gyroscope, hopefully makes it more entertaining than what was done before.
All right, so what about Sony? What are you looking forward to with Sony?
Well, the PS3 is, kind of a mystery to me because there's so many rumors and so many things that have been, introduced, and then, oh, this might not happen, this might happen. So, all I want to hear from PS3 is, oh, by the way, this is what's going to happen, and this is when it's going to come out. And then I will be excited about it as soon as I hear that.
What about the price?
That's another good question. A lot of people say, I don't care how much it is, I'm going to buy a PS3 because of Metal Gear Solid or whatever kind of game that comes out. But, it just depends. Like, if it retails for $600 or $700, I'm going to wait. But if it goes for $200 or $300 like the Xbox, you're damn right, I'm going to have one.
It's kind of crazy because I was at the gym the other day and I was talking to this guy about the PlayStation 3 and the rumored price and everything. And he came out with a statement. He said, I don't care. What are you drinking?
That's actually, it's called Emergency, which is plenty of vitamin C, and it's for, if you have a lot of alcohol, it brings a lot of nutrients to your body, so you don't feel hungover the next day. Courtesy of Elizabeth.
Okay.
No alcohol in that, by the way.
Curious. What's wrong with her? I thought that was the whole part of this whole thing was for her to keep feeding you drinks.
Well, she did give me a couple of shots of Chopin vodka, which is actually ridiculously straight. And she gave me this, so when I go to work tomorrow, I'll be okay. Thank you.
Easy on the language, buddy. Remember what we said? No language tonight.
We can say all we want.
I just got to beep it out.
Well, as long as we don't say, like, ass fuck or something. It's fine.
Thank you for letting me do post-editing. I appreciate that.
All right.
So back to what I was talking about.
Right.
I was up at the gym, and this guy was like, hey, I don't care how much it costs. It can be $900. That just means it's going to be a kick-ass system.
I've heard that before, and again, I think that's bullshit.
Dude.
Again, I think that's crap. Because, that's like saying, hey, why don't you go buy a $3,000 PC so you can play some kick-ass PC games? Well, it's crap.
Okay.
Unless that thing blows my mind, like the Revolution says it's going to be, because it actually interacts with the consumer with the game, instead of just being a straight-up console, I don't see the price. I don't understand it.
All right, so let's move on. We touched on Nintendo with the controller, Sony with the PS3. What about Microsoft, though? Microsoft is one of those things. There's not a lot to coming to the table this year. There's talks about Halo 3 maybe having a big preview, but...
Well, there's a couple things. There's going to be a 10-minute video of Halo 3, and that's their moneymaker right there. So, I really hope they do show some significance in how they're going to present Halo 3. Other than that, Microsoft is not really a mystery like PS3 or the Wii for Nintendo.
So, on a scale of 1, if you were to slate them 1, 2, and 3 on what order you'd be most excited about, 1 being the most, 3 being the least, what would Nintendo be?
Well, for me, I know it's not for everybody, but 1 is Nintendo because they still say they have secrets up their sleeve. They're still talking about surprises they have, unveiling the new Wii. I don't even know what they are. Downloading the other games are sweetness. PlayStation is 2 because I still don't know what they can bring to the table. Granted, it may be $1 billion, but what they bring to the table, I don't know. That's what I'm excited about. And then 360 is least on my list. Yes, they have an established fan base now because they've been released since November. But what can they do to excite me during E3? The only thing I can really think of is Halo 3. You have a few other games that are going to come out. And I just don't know if they're going to meet up to what's going to happen with PS3. And Sweet.
You know what, Handsome Tom?
Yes, sir.
We need to give you some more drinks more often. Let me tell you why. Because you are talkative when you're drunk. And you really come out of your shell.
I can come out of my shell a lot, but, I know you like to talk, so I let you talk. I'm a big listener.
No.
When I'm not listening, like after I've had a few drinks, say like, I don't know, I only had like one or two, and I didn't realize what happened until after I didn't even drive home, which is not normal for me. I don't like leaving my car in places.
That's true.
But,
so more drinks for you next week. All during E3, we're doing Handsome Tom drunk podcast.
Well, as long as we get to play the Handsome Tom time and make it hot, I don't care.
Yeah, that's a new segment we're going to unveil this week at E3 also. It's Handsome Time. Looking forward to that.
Handsome Time is genius.
So,
genius.
We'll have to wait around for that. But coming up next, speaking of genius, we have received a mystery letter at the ScrewAttack.com headquarters. We're gonna wait to talk about this until E3, but might as well get this out of the way right now because we really have no idea who this is from.
Now, are we going to post this letter on our website?
It's already there, man. Already there.
It's already there?
Yeah, it's already there. Ready to go. We gave it to the webmaster. It's already up. We'll talk about it next on SideScrollers. ScrewAttack.com.
Ever want to work in the gaming or broadcast industry? Well, now's your chance. Hey everybody, this is Craig from SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com, and we are looking for interns. While Jocelyn is doing a great job, she won't be around forever, and we're going to need some new interns to get their foot in the door. Shoot us an email telling us a little bit about yourself and what school you go to and why you'd like to intern to info@ScrewAttack.com, and we'll go from there. Thanks for being good G1s and listening to ScrewAttack.com.
Those other podcasts suck. You're listening to SideScrollers.
I want to remind you once again, coming up in just a little bit, the Morgan Webb interview. Yes, the damsel from D4's X-Play.
Good call, man. She is hot, though. Everybody knows it.
She's hot, and we had her on. Well, you'll be able to hear that interview in just a little bit. What are her thoughts on E3 and all that stuff? Well, you'll find out. But right now we want to address something that it kind of fell on our doorstep, literally, here at the headquarters. I'm at the headquarters right now. Tom, you are nestled firmly at your house.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's what happens when you can't drive.
Right, buddy. Well, we got this letter, and it pretty much threatened us, at least we think, and that we have no idea who it's from, and it has to do with the Toad interview. And I'm going to read this thing right now, and I don't know, we'll just kind of go off it, I guess. We'll see. All right, it says, SideScrollers, you have gone too far with the muscle development of Toad.
Too far?
What's that?
How do we go too far? I keep reading.
All right. You are traveling down a warp zone of no return. I implore you to stop at all muscle enhancement, mushroom use, or radish abuse stories. If you do not, I have an army of Yoshi super soldiers to help
Now, do you
me
think they're all different colors, or just one color of super soldier Yoshi?
I don't know, but Yoshi's existed, but that's cool. Whatever. To help me prove my point. Ooh, scary. Here is a token of my faith. You will stop any further investigation, and attached to it, actually, is a P-wing.
What?
So,
P-wing?
Yeah, I'm reading this online. Handsome Tom, you actually have the letter with you right now, don't you?
Yeah, I've got it right here in my hand. I just made a copy for you, but man, the P-wing, I'm ready to use that crap.
Well, don't touch it. Whatever you do, do not touch the P-wing. All right?
Whatever, I'm gonna try it out.
Don't try it.
Here goes, man.
Don't
Here goes.
Touch the P-wing. No, don't touch the P-wing. Do not touch the P-wing. You touched the P-wing, didn't you? P-wing. Dude, you're so gay. Oh, okay, hold on. We'll be back in a second because I guess Handsome Tom is flying around in his room right now with the P-wing. You there, Handsome Tom? Can you read me? All right. So gay. All right, we'll be back in a second. Morgan Webb interview coming up next.
All right, high school and college kids, listen up. How would you like to earn school credit for playing the games you're already playing right now? Well, ScrewAttack.com is looking for interns, so make sure you drop us a line at info@ScrewAttack.com. Here's the best part about it, though. You don't even have to be anywhere near our headquarters in Dallas. You could be in Maine, or Montana, or California, or Florida, or wherever. Drop us a line at info@ScrewAttack.com and get hooked up for the games you're already playing in school.
You want daily shows? You got daily shows. During E3, May 9th through 12th from SideScrollers.
All right, Handsome Tom has successfully returned back to his chair after using his P-Wing.
Man, P-Wings are genius, man. I love P-Wing.
Did you have fun?
It rocked.
I saw you sprouted those little raccoon ears before you flew off. That was really nice. And
I just wish I could turn to stone, but, P-Wings are fine.
Well, she didn't include, or they didn't, or whoever it was, didn't include a Tanuki suit, so you can't turn to stone, can you?
Very true.
Very true. All right, well, earlier this week, we had an opportunity to sit down, on the phone with Miss Morgan Webb from G4 and X-Play, and we want you guys to hear the interview, because we actually gave you guys the opportunity to submit questions, and we're actually doing the same thing right now with Fatality. We're going to have him on the show coming up at E3, and Handsome Tom, you're actually going to get a chance to play that man, huh?
Man, I am going to beat his ass if it's a game that I know.
If it's
I'm going to smoke him. Smoke him!
There's an asterisk next to it. I will kick his ass! Asterisk.
Now, do you think they'll sign me if I beat him?
No, I don't.
But all right.
I'm willing to throw down money that you will not win. Now, we'll talk about that later. That's a long way away.
All right.
We've got the Morgan Webb interview. Here it is on SideScrollers.
And welcome back to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. This is Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
Here with the one, the only Morgan Webb from G4 and X-Play fame. Morgan, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Pretty awesome. All right, so you are out at E3, the big LA event. So what you guys got planned for us this year?
Well, we have a ton of stuff going on. I'm getting tired even thinking about it. We have 3 hours live from the E3 floor from Tuesday through Friday. That starts at 3 p.m. and goes to 6 p.m.
Very big stuff. So you guys are big time.
It goes from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
You got so much
so
stuff.
There's time differences. I got very confused.
No
it
worries.
goes from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
No worries. You're Morgan Webb. You can do that. It's cool.
Oh, thanks, Scott. I get 1 mistake per interview, okay?
That's fine. So what are your plans? Okay, you're at G4 right now. You've made the big time. That's real good and all. And G4 is kind of going through some changes right now, and a lot of people it's kind of come under scrutiny about kind of transitioning into another Spike TV. What do you say about that?
Video games are always going to be at the core of what G4 covers because, we're a channel for young men, and young men like to play video games, as we know. X-Play's not going to change. We're still going to be 100% video games all the time. We're still going to come in with our reviews and our video game skits, and Attack of the Show still does a lot of video game content because that's what's important to our viewers. So, things change. Things don't really remain the same. You have to kind of keep updating to become a successful network, but video games are always going to be at the core of what we do.
Awesome. Hey, what parties do you plan on, after parties do you plan on attending after E3? Do you know yet?
I have to admit that doing 3 hours of live television coverage, interviews, tours, that kind of chuckles to grow out. So, and also my call times in the morning are about 6. So, I tend not to go out on the week of E3 to go to these parties with all the free liquor and stuff. I tend to do my reads and my pre-production after the show and go home and get a little bit of rest for the next day.
Very cool. All right, so Morgan, you are kind of a status symbol when it comes to gaming and the gaming generation. Now, you have a ton of websites out there. Does that freak you out at all? Like with I Heart Morgan Webb and all that?
I think it's very sweet. People enjoy the show and they want to support me and they put their time into creating these websites. I think it's really sweet. I don't really look at them extensively because I don't want to get creeped out because I really believe people have the best of intentions. They're just having a good time, and but you can always find creepy and mean things about yourself on the internet that you just don't really need to read, to first of all, keep your head out of the clouds, and second of all, not feel like terrible about yourself. You're like, this one guy doesn't like my hair, and I can't handle it. I mean, you just kind of gotta go about your life normally and not get too obsessed with that stuff.
You know, it's funny you mentioned your life. Walk us through like an average week of Morgan Webb.
Well, I get up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right, it's good.
Well, there are a lot of meetings involved in production. We'll get letters from students who say, like, I want to be a professional video game player when I grow up. Will you tell me how to do it? And we're like, not exactly what I do for a living. Yes, we do play a lot of video games at work. You know, my desk, I have a TV, and I have all the consoles, and we have a big game library that has all the games ever made, and we can check out whatever we want. And we have a huge gaming room that everybody goes in, that everybody can play all the games and capture their footage, and it's really a fun environment like that. But there's also a lot of meetings and production meetings and brainstorming meetings, and we all have to put our input into the ideas and the scripts, and there's edit times where you have to, like, cut together all the footage that you've gotten and put it with the voiceovers, and I mean, there's a lot of production goes into it too, and we all have, almost all of us have liberal arts degrees, English degrees. I have a red art degree, and there's a lot of writing involved too. So it's not just, I do have the dream job where I get to sit around and play video games all day, but it's not quite that easy.
I hear you. So you're a very busy girl. All right, we're going to take you through some true or false things. Just say true or false. We found all these things on those weird websites you were talking about, so we want to confirm or deny these things. Is that cool?
That's cool. This is going to be the last question, though. Sorry, guys.
All right, sounds good. All right, you like knitting.
I do enjoy knitting.
All right, you're allergic to cranberries.
I am allergic to cranberries.
All right. You haven't posted on a message board since 2001.
I don't know. Cannot confirm or deny.
All right. Last thing for you, Morgan. All right, can we ask you for a liner?
What does that mean?
All right, all you got to do is state your name and just say, hey, I'm Morgan Webb, and you're listening to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. That's it.
3, 2. I'm Morgan Webb, and you're listening to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com.
Thank you, Morgan. You have a wonderful day. Great to hear from you, and good luck.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, there it is, Morgan Webb, as heard earlier this week on SideScrollers. You know, Handsome Tom, you really did a good job. I like the really hard fastball questions you asked her, like what post E3 party you're going to, and it took her like 8 seconds to respond. That was really nice.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what I get paid for, is to ask the tough questions. You know, she still had a little cute tone to her voice, so, you know, I'm going to let that slide. She still had a little cute tone to it.
She's smoking hot. And when we see her at E3, you know, we'll just say what's up. Should be good stuff.
You know, I'm going to see if I can pull the, hey, can I touch your butt and take a picture, and then we'll post it on the site if I can do that.
No doubt. Just your hand on Morgan Webb's butt, or are you?
You're right. You think she'll let us pull that off or no?
Might as well try, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a whirl.
That's what we get paid to do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I touched Morgan Webb's butt, and I got it on tape.
Lord. Well, what do you know, Handsome Tom? The time has come. The time is gone. We are done for another episode. Well, it's at least until Tuesday when we are in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and we are going to abuse E3 this year. I can't wait. I mean, every hour we're going to have something posted on the site. It's going to be ridiculous.
New video every hour. We got pictures. We got a staff of 8 going out there. We're going to be at every press conference while we're out there. We're going to be touching Morgan Webb's ass. It's going to be absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so tune in this Tuesday. We'll be back live from the LA Convention Center. I guess as live as you can be doing a podcast. From the LA Convention Center, bringing you full E3 coverage every hour on the hour. It's SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. Oh,
hey, don't forget, you can also email us and let us know if any crazy things you want us to check out or interview at tom@ScrewAttack.com or
Craig at ScrewAttack.com. And you can hit up the brand new forums we just installed this week on the website. So until Tuesday, this is Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom, ready to rock your world at E3.
Pee your pants.